It's 100 goddamn degrees down here in southern Texas, and the Lord has sent from the firmament a plague of pestilence upon us known as the mosquito. When the good Lord slams the door shut, he opens the window and he opened it into the sea. And the sea is where we're headed, where there are no mosquitoes. Can I get an amen?
Amen!
So we're gonna go fishing. Normally we go camping on these videos, but we work outside and it's very hot, and there has been a lot of mosquitoes from the tropical storms and all the crazy amounts of rain we've been having. All the lowland has turned into a swamp and there's full of mosquitoes, and we are tired of dealing in this madness right here. All these mosquitoes all over the front of the car, which we picked up on the way here today, which is insanity. So we want to escape them and get on the ocean, and it's a nice calm day, and let's see if we can catch some dinner today.
We have yet to go explore the ocean on video. We've attempted one time and it was super rough, but to those who sacrificed a chicken from last video, I think your sacrifice has worked because the stars have aligned and we have a calm water day and it's sunny and we didn't have to work this weekend.
Let's go get in the Gulf of Mexico. Can I get an amen?
Amen!
Nona, are you ready? Are you ready for adventure?
When struggle finance, not much to show for our accomplishments. Tread that in water, travel over payments. Don't even wanna open up those statements. Only so many ways, only so many days. Oh, standing now hours away, but not today. Day. We float our troubles away with a 60 horsepower Mercury. Try to catch some memories in a Gulf Coast breeze. How many spins around the sun we get, but all ours today.
We may not catch any fish today, but this beautiful emerald green water is enough just to make the video today. Normally, Corpus Christi, the Gulf down here, is not this clean and clear and emerald color. Normally, the Mississippi River dumps out way up north and then kind of comes this direction and muddies up the water. So whatever the reason is, the water is super calm and no wind whitecaps or nothing. So just pretty water today.
We've got rigs set up for trolling because there are kingfish that come in pretty close to shore, and Spanish mackerel. We've also got bottom fishing rigs in case that doesn't work, and we have a few rods lined up for just throwing some live bait. And the cool thing about fishing off of the coast of Texas is there are structures right off of the coastline.
Within a mile, 1 to 5 miles, there's plenty of old rigs. Some of them may still be active, we don't know, but they might hold some fish. So we're gonna go check out for snapper, or I'd love a king mackerel, or really anything, so.
Beggars can't be choosers, and on this channel we take one fish of any kind, doesn't matter. So let's get the boat in gear and get some wind going. It is pretty hot, but we are mosquito free at least.
Today, so come float along with our homemade song as we find some peace near the Texas beach on our finest memory machine.
Boing. Oh, yeah.
All right, so first fish on our bottom rig. See what kind of mystery fish we got fishing on the bottom here in about 50 feet deep.
The fun thing about saltwater fishing is you never know what it is.
Could be a shark, could be a cobia, could be a
snapper,
snapper.
could be a grouper.
This is my new rod I got for my birthday.
I'll grab a net reel. What is it? Feel nettable or?
Yes. Guess
Is it
what that is?
catfish?
It's a gaff top.
All right, that's awesome. We're about 5 miles out here to hook a catfish. That's our specialty. That is our specialty. Very excited about that.
Rock bottoming. You're rock bottoming.
I am. There's our little gaff top catfish. You can see with the big long fin there.
A little stumpy, but it's still a gaff top.
They're okay to eat, but not what we're out here for, so I'm gonna let him go.
Nice.
He got his fish.
No, we didn't.
Nope.
We can reuse it.
Reuse the bait. That's how frugal we are here at Candy Adventures.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Big.
That's so cool. Wow. So I dropped the sabiki. And, I got this instead of a bait fish.
Man. I don't know what this is. What do you think this is?
Can you eat it?
Probably, but I don't know the regulations on this.
It looks like a spade fish or something.
It's not a sheep's head. It's not a triple tail. There's a Atlantic spade fish. Definitely edible, no limits.
All right, I've been just holding this pole to keep this fish alive because we don't know what the regulation is on this fish or if it's edible. But it is legal to keep and it is edible and there are no real regulations on it. And it says, and the sea is where we're headed where there are no mosquitoes. It tastes kind of like pompano, which is like one of the greatest fish to eat ever. So we're gonna put this bad boy in the cooler real quick. The reason we were apprehensive about keeping what we now know as a spadefish, an Atlantic spadefish, is last time we were out here, which we did not film, we had them schooling around the boat mixed in with another fish called a chub. And we didn't know about that either, and we got to looking into the chub. It is very well known for eating dolphin, whale, and human excrement that is dumped, the sewage that is dumped off of cruise ships. They're well documented to do that, and from what everyone says on the forums, because Reddit never lies, is that when they cut open one of those chubs, it literally just stinks like feces and sulfur. And it's like people say, I don't like the fishy taste, or this fish tastes bad or good. Pretty much unanimously, that fish literally tastes like garbage.
I can't believe that happened. I was just trying to get more bait fish because we're running low.
Caught it on a sabiki, which is just a bunch of little bare hooks. So nothing specialty here. In fact, it's the reverse of specialty. Just a bunch of bare little tiny hooks.
Yeah! Yeah, baby! Okay!
So what we got here is, if you're curious, part of our Patreon is a $18 donation, and we'll send you a handmade lure made out of a bottle cap. And what we're doing right now is catching a fish on that lure. So this is very exciting because this is supposed to be a hard fish to catch.
Here, okay.
Where's the net?
I got it, I got it.
All right.
Whoa!
There it is.
Oh my gosh!
So that might be a...
That is so
fish.
cool! Nope, it has two dorsals.
Oh, so it is.
So that one, yeah. Whoa! On the freaking bottle cap lure!
Here's the shiner buck lure there.
Do you feel a little bit better? You caught that like intentionally. I just accidentally caught mine on a sabiki rig, and you caught yours like...
They look hard to hold. Look at that spine sticking out of there.
Whoa!
And I'm pushing one down with the bottom of my hands right now, and he has more on his belly. So we're gonna go and throw this in the cooler. That's 2 of these now. So regardless of what happens, we're gonna have a pretty good fish fry, and we have some good eating fish. Apparently, some of the forums say these taste like pompano. We never tried them, but pompano is supposed to be one of the best eating fish. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this slabby looking thing on in the cooler.
Yeah! Look at him! You got a little fatty.
Yeah, that one's pretty big, but you can see that massive dorsal fin. That is a hypodermic needle in their back. I imagine that do some real damage.
Oh my gosh.
So I was reading forums on how people target these. Like they're like, oh, if you're bored catching redfish or snapper, go ahead and try these because they're more difficult. And they talked about you have to chum with clams or mussels and break things up into little tiny pieces, and you have to get little tiny hooks and put little pieces of mussel on the hook, and you're like just hoping that they'll happen to go for the little piece in the midst of the chum because they've just got little small mouths. We've unintentionally caught two without any of that. Well, you intentionally caught it after I first caught the other one.
After we figured out what it was. And,
Yeah.
and that it was edible and what, you know. So again, you're learning with us. You're watching us fail and you're learning with us on this channel.
Yeah.
Very realistic.
So I guess we'll just kind of fish the bottom and see if we can get anything else. But we actually have a full dinner this time. Can I take a dip in the water since we officially caught like some fish?
Yeah.
Okay. It's hot as balls. We've been in the sun. We took the canopy off the boat because it just catches wind and it's in the way.
Gets in the way of all these rod holders and it makes it almost unusable. It's mildly cooler than the air. I think the water temperature is probably in the 80s. It's 88 degrees is the water temperature.
Yeah, it's
So,
definitely just colder than the air.
but the air is currently about 97, so it's about 9 degrees cooler.
This one oil rig that we're on, there's pelicans up above, and as we were pulling up to tie up to the oil rig, one was regurgitating all of its fish out from the very top and plummeting down. So I'm also hoping that that doesn't happen, is that we're just fishing and all of a sudden we get vomit fish into the boat.
I'm more worried this thing looks like Chernobyl. It sounds like Chernobyl. It makes a lot of rusty sounds. And,
Sounds like horror film ASMR. It's just like that old creaky metal, like you're not supposed to go there.
very ominous. And then there's weird things like over here. It looks like something has slashed. That's about 40 feet above the water, and it looks like something has slashed the side of it. So that's terrifying. This thing's very ominous looking, but very neat. Because we don't have any stuff like this around North Carolina, Florida, where we're used to fishing.
I think it's very fair to say that these are not operational now that we're here. Definitely not these ones.
Super neat to look at though, and they provide a little shade. All right, we're gonna do a little more fishing.
Okay, Chris got something? No?
Oh, it's still there, maybe. Small.
What is it? Whoa, what is that? A grouper! Whoa! That is beautiful!
Very pretty, not a keeper, but very
Whoa! That is like the coolest looking fish!
Super pretty.
Whoa! Wow!
There you go.
Goodbye! Oh, goodbye! Goodbye! Wow! Well, you got the most beautiful fish today.
Yeah, it's definitely the prettiest.
There we go. So, this is just our live little piggy perch on a hook with a weight, and I just dropped it to the bottom.
Just keep tension on it. Hopefully it's a nice flounder or something.
Watch this be the biggest catfish.
Nah,
I don't think so.
That is no catfish.
Okay. It keeps taking like mad dashes down.
Yeah, that's no catfish. Might be a good snapper. All right, we got the gaff, or this might end up being a gaff size fish. Don't know color yet.
No. This is a workout.
It's gonna be a good fish. It might be a gaff.
Trying to go down a little bit. What is that? Is it a shark? Is that a shark?
No, it's a big stingray.
No.
Yeah,
No way.
that'd probably be the least thing I wanted to catch right now.
No. No.
Yeah, it's a ray.
My heart is a little sad.
Yeah, not what we wanted, but we got a nice little hook out thing. It looks like he's hooked right in the corner of his mouth.
Look how big he is.
So I'm gonna get him unhooked. All right, that ended up being a big stingray. We got him let go, and
darted off back into the abyss. Really was hoping that was a nice snapper, but it was not. So that might be our last fish for today.
That's the hardest fight of my life, and that wasn't even a fish, but it's okay.
Just fighting a manhole cover, dragging it up.
That's kind of what it felt like, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it for the fishing. I think we got 2 spade fish that we have to clean up and clean up all the boat stuff, so.
Drive up, and we gotta drive back, clean the boat, drive to the storage unit, go home and cook. So it's gonna be a little bit, so yeah. Come on back.
It's obvious he gets fed. All right, our reel just went screaming.
Ooh, that's a good kingfish. Got the gaff handy?
I'll get it, yeah.
You just keep reeling, keep reeling.
That thing screamed. Come on.
Hopefully it's not a piece of trash, because we have had trash set the drag off before.
Yeah, just the bottom.
But this one kept running, so. Oh, we just go there. Come on, big kingfish.
Just one, just one.
Yes, king.
Just one. Oh shit. Okay. 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 I'll move this.
I'm so glad he didn't hit on that other rod. And he hit on this big reel with plenty of line and stiff pole.
Woo! Oh, yes! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited.
Jack.
Whoa!
What, it's got a yellow tail? Must be a big crevalle.
Whoa! I don't even know if I can fit in the net. I have to gap it?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Oh my gosh.
Is there a limit on this?
I don't know.
That's the biggest
Oh
jack
my gosh.
crevalle I've ever
Oh
seen.
my gosh. What?
Biggest fish I've ever caught.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. He's got a remora with him.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh my gosh.
The inside the fork.
Okay. So,
To the tip of the bottom jaw.
does it even reach?
He's 37 to the bottom jaw.
37?
Yeah.
We can weigh them. 25 and 30. Just over 25 maybe.
Look at that fish.
It's really close to 30 though with the boat rocking.
Look at that fish.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Chris. Chris. Oh my gosh. I have to put it in wide because I can't see it on 1X.
There it is. It's the biggest fish I ever caught. And we caught it just trolling a Rapala on the way back into the pier. About half a mile or a mile away from pulling out the boat out the water here in Corpus Christi. So badass fish. So this is what he hit. This big Rapala X-Wrap. It goes real deep. And he slammed it here in about 38 feet of water. Absolutely nailed it. No questions about whether he wanted to bite it or not.
Yeah.
Absolutely hit it hard. But yep, finally hit something on this big, beautiful pink X-Wrap.
I think that's it for today.
Yeah, that's it for today. We're got to go clean up all this stuff. So we'll see you guys at the boat ramp. We got to fillet out all this stuff.
We float our troubles away with a 60 horsepower Mercury. Try to catch some memories.
You okay?
That was a very hot day. I'm very dehydrated, and I don't care who you are or how old you are or where you're from or what you look like or what your religion is. The most satisfying beverage to rehydrate with on planet Earth, bar none, is a cold Capri Sun.
Does it matter the flavor?
I prefer a kiwi cooler, but it doesn't matter the flavor. And what we're gonna do today is do our best to take this Louisiana beer batter, and I looked up the ingredients, of Long John Silver's batter, and apparently this is pretty dang close. So I have a huge love affair with Long John Silver's.
It is like the Nickelback of food chains. You either love it or you hate it, or it gets so much love that it becomes like cliche to like it, and then people hate it.
And I'll fight you about either one.
There you go.
All right, we're gonna throw our old Latrobe into our bowl here that is not a paper plate because we're using adult size real.
It's supposed to be 1 cup.
Huh? I thought it was a whole beer.
No, it says 1 cup.
That's pretty close.
Okay.
That almost looks like you're making bread. It has a yeasty aroma. I guess that's coming from the beer mixing with the baking powder or the baking soda inside here. Just like me. Little sloppy when you add a little too much beer. Very similar.
This is all of the meat that we got off of those 2 spade fish.
Well, that's looking pretty Long John Silvery's. We got all our cracklings here. That's looking absolutely delicious.
So now we're making the slaw portion, and this is actually a Chris recipe of slaw, and it is so good.
If y'all been watching the channel, you know I like to I'll get hooked on a new ingredient. Last month it was ube. Before that it was ostrich egg. This week, my new favorite ingredient, or for this month, is tahini. And if you're not familiar with it, like I wasn't, this is just sesame seeds.
Ground sesame seeds. It's like peanut butter, but out of sesame seeds.
And it's all the ingredient is just roasted whole sesame seeds. There's not even sugar or salt or anything. There's nothing in here but ground sesame seed, and it's really creamy and a little bit oily. And I'm going to use it into my slaw. So I just gloop it on. If you have slaw, one of those cheap slaw bases, I just gloop about that much, exactly that much. And then I like my slaw to have a little bit of sweetness to it, just like Long John Silver's or anywhere.
Most coleslaw does have sugar added.
I like to use honey. That's been my new favorite thing, is some honey in my coleslaw. So a honey tahini coleslaw.
There you go.
And then for the mayonnaise, I only use Duke's mayonnaise because it's not a commie brand like all the other. I'm just kidding. I don't know anything about Duke's mayonnaise or their political leanings.
It just says Dukes on it.
And I really like the flavor of tahini. It's like a earthy, nutty flavor, just like peanut butter, except no sugar in it, no salt. So it's just a really good flavor. H-E-B, which is the big grocery store chain here, they have our new favorite tortillas that they make in store, and they are butter tortillas. I know you can't smell this, but that steam coming off of this smells like Regal Cinemas. This smells absolutely amazing. If you're in Texas and have walked by the fresh tortilla stand kind of in the middle of the store like we did for the first month, and you walk right by these bad boys, don't. Go get you some. They're absolutely delicious, and the butter flavor is...
Oh my gosh, it really does. I just caught a whiff of it. Whoa!
It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. Well, I'm finishing warming up these delicious buttery tortillas one at a time. I think Elizabeth's going to show you our kitchen. Our kitchen is super exciting. It's part of my birthday present and what exists over here, and it's the coolest kitchen we've ever had, so she's going to take you on a tour of it.
When we first moved here, we did not have any furnishings, so we had to hunt on Craigslist for the cheapest possible things to kind of fill up the space just a little bit, and that included some sort of dining table or a place to sit and eat. And the cheapest thing that was listed on Facebook Marketplace, that was also the coolest thing, was a booth from Subway. So this is an authentic Subway, like restaurant booth that we went and picked up at a Subway. And then this is Chris's, part of Chris's birthday present. There was like crazy storms here, and this was broken on the side of the road, abandoned for a couple days, and I kept driving past it for work and it never moved, so I picked it up and fixed it. So this is the delivery thing that goes on top of delivery boys' cars, and I fixed it with like an LED light and a little switch. So now we have an ambiance. of a dining area, complete with authentic Coca-Cola restaurant dining cups. So everybody can live through nostalgic times of eating out at like Pizza Hut and using the Coca-Cola cups. And this little like caddy that are at like pizza restaurants and stuff with pizza shakers and all the different hot sauces. And then the creme de la creme. Do you want to show them?
So for my birthday, the biggest hidden surprise was this. So all the hot brown cooking we do on this channel, this is a placemat that Elizabeth made. I don't know how long she spent making this, but a long time. And it is all the hot brown, not all, but a lot of the hot brown menu items that we have made throughout the years put on a placemat to be on a restaurant. And both sides are different. And it has a lot of, we have taco rice, we have ube churros, we have ostrich egg, we have our canned potted meat there. We have everything, and everything's got the name. Tuna in a potato. We got prices. We got about 150,000 inside jokes here.
Dinner schlop.
We got kimchi soup. We got Kennet glizzy. We've glizzied everything you can glizzy on this channel, which is basically just put stuff in a hot dog bun.
The man butoni that we made in the truck camper.
We have so many menu items here, and we've like this is just so awesome. And we have some backup ones that go on our wall over here.
These were the testers from printing them out, so they're just kind of extras, but
So super cool placemat, and we'd even thought about offering these up, like maybe like a free PDF download for Patreon members or something like that, if anybody was interested in it. Or maybe even printing them to sell if you wanted a placemat of the worst recipes you've ever seen on the internet on your dining table.
it's supposed to be inspired by like old retro Waffle House. It's just like, you know, the color scheme and the graphics and stuff. So, yeah.
But super cool. Maybe we'll upload it so you can read them all, because there's a lot of information.
Yeah, we'll put it on Patreon and you guys can look at it if you're curious. But that is our very weird little corner
Little
dining area.
Rental house.
And da-da-da-da,
We even have our little restaurant style
basket.
Basket from HEB, and you don't have to wash them.
I will have you know that Capri Sun is on the menu, as are a side of tots.
Let's see how this spade fish is on our delicious buttered tacos with our tahini and honey slaw. I think it's gonna be awesome. We've never tried spade fish, so hopefully it's delicious.
It's very flaky.
That was a very good fish. That is a very good fish. As good and as delicious as this flaky, delicious, buttery tahini slaw thing is, I do want to come clean to you guys about something. I very boldly made a claim that a 30-pound Jack Crevalle could be table fare. I filleted it. It's in the freezer. It looked like I was filleting a mammal. That's
So red and bloody.
just red and bloody. We may try it off camera, but you know we're very tired. We've been fishing all day and cleaning everything and then cooking for the camera. I'm not going to try to eat that thing today. I don't want to look at you in the eyes because I made some bold claims about eating that. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm guessing that might be blue crab bait.
It might be super fishy. I think I'm going to try it tonight because we have just a little bit of batter left over. So if I try it, I'll put it at the end, the very end. And then in our caddy, we do actually have a variety of hot sauces.
Just like you're at Pizza Hut or Subway or whatever trashy restaurant you probably like to eat at too if you watch this channel.
Exactly.
So we're going to go ahead and muscle through this, and she might try the other fish later. And then tomorrow, we're going to start a different video and we'll be back in the truck camper.
So we'll see you then, next video.
Hugs and kisses.
Let the record show that this very red meat from the near 30-pound Jack Crevalle, once fried up, the meat turns brown and it does kind of look like a pork chop, but it actually tastes pretty good. If you had your eyes closed, it tastes like a fish stick when it's fried. So overall, I think it's actually pretty good.
Only so many days. Always heading our hours away, but not today. Day. We float our troubles away with a 60 horsepower Mercury.